Welcome to Invest. We'll talk about investing, finance for professional women. As the recording time of 3:26 p.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $2,713, up about 5.28% so far. With respect to overall crypto market and the equity market, we are bright green at the moment. With respect to the equity side of the house, Dow Jones up about 2.5%, S&P up about close to 3%, while Nasdaq was mainly driven by a lot of the small cap, high growth stocks up about close to 4% at the moment. And on the crypto side, beside the Joe Biden executive order news that came out today, we're also having the anti-coinflation effects coming out from the oil price, right? That's driving the entire macro market to be going up, right? Seems like with respect to oil price, declined by 10 to 12% today, hovering below, obviously, the $110 mark. We were hovering around like the 124, 126 earlier in the last 24 hours. At one point, even on Sunday, reaching 130 per barrel, right? Obviously, astronomical number. And obviously, with respect to yesterday, we also heard just a predictive type of depiction from respective investment banks, quoting 175 to 300 per barrel for oil, which obviously with that affectation scares people away. Obviously, that can be a hindrance onto the global economy, not just domestically. So it seems like today's oil price of decline of 10% is mainly due to the maneuver of some of the contractual mechanism that we have with respective oil suppliers internationally. Seems like some amicable agreement is being, supporting the, cutoff with Russia supply. So it's not going to be a major hindrance like we expected. So obviously with that affectation drive some optimism or confidence among investors, allowing for also the oil price in a supply and demand dynamic perspective decline by 10%, right? So with that anti-collision effect combined with the executive order news, combined with some sort of anticipatory pressure on the CPI report coming out tomorrow, and with respect to the lack thereof in terms of, shock and all affectation around the Russian-Ukraine war, despite it's still negative, but it's not like a major needle driver anymore, that we are conveying buying pressure across the spectrum, right? But what's going on with the technical? Let's just dive into technical analysis, okay? Without wasting more time. Respect to recording time of 3:28 p.m. on Eastern Time. We're basically trading at the 2750 level, or 2700 if you want to be more peculiar. At the moment right now, you could see that we clearly gave up when we were reaching the 2750, attempting to go even to the extra mile of the 2800, but the real level is the 2853, right? So this seems like it's we just couldn't get it, and tomorrow the CPI report, we still have another macro catalyst that we have not figured out, right? And then ultimately what we really need from the CPI report, despite the green pressure we're already seeing today, is basically we just need it to be meeting Wall Street expectation. We don't need it to be really knock up the park, exceeding expectations type of report, right? I think if that's the case, we should technically do it and allow us to get above to 2853. But something that is worrisome is because we are the 48 out of 70 despite the golden cross. So despite us crossing upward, we're still gonna have, not a long drag up to be surging, right? It's gonna be a relatively weak pump that we should be expecting. Right, and ideally, I think we hit 2853 and then kind of hovering and sell back down. I think that's would be illogical. Another macro pattern that is supporting this negative pattern is basically with respect to the head and shoulder, right? You could see that we have a head, shoulder, and if we were to sell back down, that's a shoulder, right? So that's a head and shoulder pattern. Clearly indicates that a more sell-off is coming, and I think that can support it because we are relatively at the 50 out of 70, so relatively on the upper echelon of the overbought level. So something to think about. If that's the case, coming back down to 2362 all the way to 2150 is very logical from here. Bitcoin up about close to 9%. We are basically hovering in between. We're at the flat level right now, the 42, right? We need to get above to 44 for us to get the momentum going. We're forming a golden cross with the 55 out of 70. So as we form the golden cross reaching to 44, possibly, but we could potentially just give up and come back down again because of the fact that we're at the 55 out of 70. So something to think about. This seems like a head and shoulder as well. Head, shoulder, shoulder. So something to think about, right? Respect to Dogecoin, up about 3.4%, anywhere from basically at the 1175 all the way to 1066 is still logical. I would say anywhere from current level all the way to down level will still be logical. Cardano is up about 6%, anywhere from basically 75, or like basically anywhere I would say 80 to 75 is still logical. Solana anywhere from 85 to 75, right, with the basically $2 above it, so it's not terrible at the moment. But it's relatively of a mixed signal because there's a lot of cross up and down. But anywhere from 85 to 75 is still fair game. XRP is up about 6%. Seems like we are been wedging, right, squeezing, and today might be a surge, right? And I think we might see more green pressure because of the cross section, right, at the 52 out of 70. So we might test somewhere around like 78 and give up and come back down and then continue consolidate and then squeeze up from there. Polkadot is about 4.3%, anywhere from basically 16 all the way to 14 is still logical at the 47 out of 70. Algorand's up about 3.65% at the 75 cents at the moment, anywhere from 75 all the way to 69 from here at the 39 out of 70. Shiba Inu is up about 3.62%, anywhere from basically low 2000s, 1400, 900. Right now the low 2000s, so like a couple hundreds away, right, obviously. But low 2000s, 1400, 900 again. Polkadot up about 3.5%, anywhere from 143 to 120. So almost there, not there yet with the 45 out of 70, so it's okay. AVAX up about 5%, head and shoulder pattern, head, shoulder, shoulder. We might see a sell-off coming at the going down to 59 to 50 with the 49 out of 70. Luna is at parabolic mode right now. We got to above 100 and hovering back down to below 100, just approximating. With a 60 out of 70, this is a mega sell at the moment, despite the parabolic movement. I think we will ideally see some like sell-off coming back down to 78, which is a consolidated level, but subsequently will be another red candle down to 62, 52 to 45 from here. Alright, so that's it for today with respect to this Wednesday. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day and a great rest of the week as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.